place we live in. So, be smart, eat smart, and make it your opportunity at the same time. Why? It is a massive opportunity. If we like it or not, weight management is one of the most global health problems. Take a minute to digest that. The number one death in the USA today is heart failure. Heart failure coming from bad eating habits. And what happens in the US always tends to drift over to Europe sooner or later. So this is a serious problem. 2 billion people around the world, 25% of the population is in this situation. Then, and no surprise, we've never seen so more overweight people since the outbreak out of COVID. Gyms were closed. I could nearly try and do it, but sitting on the couch, Netflix, chips, it didn't help. If we dig a little deeper into the Benelux, and I went to the OECD org and I looked at the stats. Let's have a look at the percentage of people that is overweight or obese by population and by gender in 2020 in the Benelux. So we start with Luxembourg. Women, 38.4%. Men, 58.5%. Belgium, women, 43%. Men, 55.3%. Netherlands, 45.5% of the women, 51.4% of the men. Now there's two ways to look at this. One is, I applaud the woman. And men, we have something to do. But what's happening here is that there is a huge group of people that are struggling with overweight or obesity. And digging into this research, I found something quite interesting that actually HelloFresh studied. And I'm sorry to Belgium, but Belgium ranks number 2 in the junk food league table in Europe. Which leads to 91% of women that are unhappy with their body. Now trust me, if we say 91% of the women, the percentage of men is coming pretty close too. There's somebody that disagrees with me. I think we are going to have a chat afterwards. 91% of the women are unhappy. And what happens then, Well, people start thinking about their weight. You know what? How many people are constantly or are actively busy with managing their weight? Want to lose their weight? 42%. Another 23% are trying to maintain their weight. Together, that is 65% of the population. I'll repeat that. 65% of the population. 65% of you are trying to manage or lose weight. Isn't that astonishing? Of course, our hectic and busy lifestyles, they don't help and result into poor choices. I had my sister come over on Sunday, and she was coming back from skiing. And I said, don't worry, we'll make something to eat. And she said, no, we'll stop in the way and, have a grab of food somewhere. And of course, when I arrived, she said, I'm hungry. Well, what did you eat? Yeah, we stopped at the Big M. Hectic lives, hectic and poor food choices. Nonetheless, there is a new trend, a big trend, and that is actually that there's a bigger awareness of healthy eating. There is increasing nutrition. Nutrition is becoming an increasing way to express a lifestyle and making a personal statement. 10 years ago, think about it, 10 years ago, vegan or bio were rare words. And if you used them, they were like, are you serious? Come on. Today, it's a given. 8% of the population is vegan and wants vegan food. On top of that, you know, food ranks number 2 in people's expenditure. That's a lot of money. Think about it. On average, we spend 15% of our income on food. And that's for some more, for some less. But 15% of our income. Last year did not help because food has never been as expensive as it is today. It has risen on average, by over 6%. But if we take a close look, and I need to go close, tomatoes, 43%. Healthy tomatoes, 43%. So think about that. Take that into consideration, because what you eat, your diet, is like a bank account. Good food choices are a good investment. You only have one body to live in. So, once again, be smart, eat smart, and make it your opportunity. So the question is, how can we make it your opportunity? Are you curious to know how all this relates to what we want to show you? Are you curious to know how all this relates to your opportunity? Okay, I'll blame the translation for taking time to get that over. All right, to do this, I can't do that alone. It's too big for me to do this alone. So I would like to welcome back Burkhard. Where are you?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Of course, always ready.
Can we have some music?
I'm very excited.
Yeah?
Yes.
Can we have some music? Because we go this way.
Okay.
Oof. Oh. Okay. So behind this is what, Burkhard? Is
Really, in my opinion, the best product range for January, for the beginning of the year. Consumable products, best and most innovative ingredients. And for me, that is just the product for January. Yeah? Yes.
Are you ready? I'm ready to go. I want to hear you.
Yes.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, and go. Yes. Wow. Beautiful.
Best.
What is best? Better.
Yes.
Than ever before.
It's better than ever before. It's really amazing, the improvements in it.
We don't want to read on too much about that because
I think
we're going to explain this. Huh?
Exactly.
Yummy veggie. Are you guys ready to learn more?
Yes.
All right. Burkhard, thank you.
Thank you very much, and see you later.
To tell you more about this product, we've invited a person that I appreciate a lot. She's been working behind the scenes 2 years on this new branding, on this new body mission. And it's a person that when I go to Allen, which I do once a month, maybe twice a month, I will always go and see her. Because she's smart, she's intelligent, she knows the ins and outs of our products, but also of Allen. She's a good friend to have, and it's my honor and pleasure to invite on stage Uta Lantz, Vice President of Marketing and... Yeah, Vice President of Marketing, sorry.
Yes, I love to be here. Thanks for the invitation.
You know, if I hadn't invited you, you probably would have crashed the party. Uta, you've been working behind the scenes on this new Figo Active Body Mission for over 2 years, huh? And took it to what we call the next level. What can you share before we go into details?
As you already mentioned, it's the best time to talk about it. We just had Christmas time, we just finished the year, and honestly, me personally, I love chocolate and I love sweets. And for sure, I gained something like 2 to 3 kilos. Oh. And I had to check my wardrobe, what still fits, you know, and I choose especially black because I hope that let me look a little bit slimmer. So yeah, we did beginning of last year a challenge within the team to check on the body mission we currently have and check, okay, is everything okay? What can we change? And now we will start another challenge next week, hopefully, with a lot of colleagues. And it's always good to have people on board that you have a challenge, we have a WhatsApp group, it's a motivation for everybody, and yeah, we're exchanging recipes. So, and what we worked on, I will explain now a little bit more detail. So it's true, we put Figo Active definitely on the next level.
You sound really, really convinced, huh? And why is it the perfect tool? I mean, a successful tool for business?
Yeah, I think it's really good to make business for it. It's a good business opportunity. When you look at the target group, I think everybody has many people already in their environment who wants to lose weight. So it's very easy to get in contact or start a conversation about it. No?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. And the good thing is when you start with it, it's immediately visible. So you had a nice photo there with a white trouser. So you can say, okay, I had the jeans, I couldn't fit anymore. And when I start the body mission, even after 2 to 3 kilos, you can see that it's fitting much better than before.
Interesting you mentioned that. I remember seeing a TikTok video on that not that long ago.
Okay.
Yeah. It's true. And
I think it's really easy to implement it for everybody. So even if you do not have much knowledge behind it, yeah, you can start business with it.
Okay,
So I think it's quite easy to do that.
shall we take it to the next level?
Yes.
So, better than ever before.
Yeah. So we put it on the next level for many different items. For example, more effects, as I already mentioned. So we have a better formulation, so it's even easier to lose weight than it was before. Then we have more flavor, so it makes more fun, it's more joyful, it's more pleasure to eat the new product. So because it's a much better taste. It's more nature inside. We only have natural ingredients, so it's really clean formulations we have here. More quality, so we work together with specialists, but also with a lot of international partners who give us input. And I said, okay, we have also our challenges in-house with our colleagues who give us input. So we really worked 2 years on the new formulations here. And I think we already also developed some new concepts and some new tools also for you more easier really to work with Body Mission in the future.
That's a lot of more.
Yeah.
More. That's 5 times more. That really fits more quality for your life, huh?
Yeah, more. That's LR stands for, huh?
All right. So let's reveal the branding so they can have a closer look up on how it looks today, or how it will look actually from today.
Yeah, you saw already here the new design and we love it. So this is how it will look like from now on. It's the whole assortment, so we keep the flavors you already know and you like. So we will have 4 different shakes like strawberry, vanilla, chocolate and coffee. We will have 3 soups, so we have tomato, a very delicious curry, and a very veggie one. So it's with potatoes, broccoli and leek. And we have a new crunchy muesli, so it's really with little pieces of chocolate and raspberries inside.
That was actually crunchy.
Yes.
Yeah, it's delicious, All right, well, let's take it a step further and have a look at What has changed?
Yeah, coming into the details, so we have up to 80% less sugar than we have currently. You see here just the example of strawberry, it's for all the different products. So
80%?
yeah. Go to another chart, then I can explain you why. So currently we have around 30 grams of sugar in the products. In the new ones, we do not add any additional sugar. So if there's sugar inside, it comes naturally from the ingredients we have inside. So there's no added sugar.
Okay, so all the sugars come naturally from the ingredients, nothing extra.
Exactly.
Okay, I have to admit, because I did taste it, I'm actually a big fan of it. You taste, it's perfect. You still taste the sugar in the background, just the right amount. It's delicious.
So it's a meal replacement product, and we really have to follow by law a lot of things that we have to do inside, so that the energy level is really on a healthy level, so that the product is really healthy and gives you all the vitamins. So there must be some sugar, but it is natural. It's from the natural ingredients, so it's not added.
Good to know.
Yeah.
And I know we're not allowed to really talk about it, but 2.5 teaspoons of sugar. Try putting 2.5 teaspoons of sugar into a cup of coffee and see how that tastes. How are we doing compared to the competition? I don't want to go into details, but I have seen that we do pretty well.
Yeah, definitely. We have much less sugar than competitors have on the market.
Yeah, that's so.
And
We don't want to go
exactly
into.
when you say, okay, now we have 13 grams, and in the future it's not even 3, and it's 2.5 spoons less. So I think that's really a lot.
Speaking about fibers.
Yes, very, very important. And we increase the amount of fibers by more than 3 times. So we have, it's, in English, it's really a tongue breaker. It's psyllium husks. In German, it's Flohsamenschalen, even not more attractive. But they are really, really important because they are responsible for the saturation and that the digestion in the body is really working.
Yeah, the fibers has all to do with also how you absorb and how you deal with. I don't know if we have it.
Yeah, we have an explanation here, I think.
Maybe. No. In the pause. You
Okay.
will see it at the tasting.
But you can do it. It's very good to explain also to people you want to convince. Just make a spoonful of psyllium husks, put some water on it, and the amount will increase by, I think, 2 to 3 times minimum. And this is exactly what happens in your stomach, so that you do not feel hungry soon again.
So
and also, it's very important also for your healthy intestinal flora. No? Yeah.
So one of the tips is after you take your shake or your soup is actually to have a full glass of water to help.
It is already also some
No, but to help
exactly, it swallows something, I think, in the stomach.
give you that saturation feeling.
Exactly.
So if you do that twice a day, how much fiber are we taking in?
It's so if you replace 2 meals a day with our products, you have already 50% the fiber which is recommended per day. And honestly, sometimes it's really not that easy to take with normal meal a lot of fibers in your daily meals. Yeah. So I think this is really healthy and a good start for everybody.
The next thing is, I touched on that also in my presentation. It's the thing that wasn't, really in the market 10 years ago. It was not the buzzword, but it is the buzzword today, and that is that we are.
Yeah. We make the whole assortment 100% vegan. That means that you will include with the shakes, for example, soy milk. For them who do not want to, or they are not vegan, it's for sure also possible to use other kind of milks like cocos milk or cow milk or almond milk. So it's everybody can do it as it wants. No? I know also some people who put some fresh fruits inside. So I think there are a lot of possibilities really to enhance the meals and make some varieties out of it.
And then, where does the proteins come from?
Yeah, it's pea, it's chickpea, field bean, and soy. They are known for a very high level of protein. Some of them even have higher level than, for example, eggs. And some of these products also are from regional architecture or agriculture. Sorry for that.
Yeah.
So that's also climate.
Climate friendly. You mean regional in Germany itself is where
Yeah.
you source the.
Yeah, for example, the field beans, they are grown in the area where I live now. So a lot of farmers are growing them
Supplying
on
you there
the
with their
fields.
beans.
Yes.
Great to know. And then,
Yeah, stevia. We have put stevia inside for a good taste, but stevia is really something good because it has 400 times more sweetness than normal sugar. And the good thing is, it has no calories.
seriously?
So it's very charming sweetener.
Okay, so good.
Yeah, so that means that 1 teaspoon of stevia, it's more or less the same than having nearly 8 or 7.5 teaspoons of sugar.
We spoke
That's a
about
comparison.
natural peas. Also, the aromas are 100.
Yeah, we only have natural aromas inside, so no artificial things.
Okay, and on top of that,
Yeah, also for people who have allergic reactions to some of things, like for example gluten or lactose, it's not included, and also no palm oil, so we're doing also here something for the environment.
and this is different than the product before?
Yes, the old products, honestly, they were not state of the art anymore, and there were palm oil included, which I personally do not like. So I think we are now on a real good track. So we checked on everything what we can increase here.
Good. And a new flavor?
Yes, as I mentioned before, this is really veggie soup with a lot of vegetables inside, with potatoes, with broccoli, with leek, very tasty. So we also exchange a little bit the flavors we have in our assortment.
Nature, nature, nature.
Yeah.
And it continues.
Yeah, and no artificial colorants. As I mentioned before, it's all coming from nature. We do not have any artificial things inside. And if you have a look, for example, here at the photo, this is the real product you find also in the tin. So it's not artificial done. It's a photo we did from our real product.
The one on the left with the spoon, that's 100% product of the product.
Yeah. And maybe just to mention also here, all is done internally. So we have a kind of in-house agency. They're doing the designs, they're doing the photo shooting. So it's also made everything in-house.
Great.
Yeah.
Now, this is actually probably one of my favorite slides. And you know this better than anybody else. What is this about?
Yeah. So I think when I say that, many people will think, okay, I do that very often. So it's in the morning, there's no time. What do you do when you go to work? Just pass by a bakery and buy a sandwich. And after 2 hours, you are hungry again.
Mm-hmm.
And if you check on what kind of figures they have in comparison to our products, then you see, okay, how healthy our products really are. For example, look at the calories. So a normal sandwich has something like 400 calories, and one of our shakes, if
That's
you
a
take
small-
this
that's
in
a
the
small
morning,
sandwich.
if you take our shake in the morning, you can prepare it at home and take it with you in the car and easily eat it by driving or when you are arrived in the office. So it's half this, more or less, the calories you have for a sandwich.
Okay, fat is a pretty ugly word, but let's have a look.
So the fat is 20 grams by a sandwich and just 3 grams with our products.
Protein, very important for the muscles.
Very important, definitely. So a sandwich has only 12 grams and our products has more or less double this amount.
You talked about fiber and saturation before, so
Fiber is important, but even the sandwich with white oat doesn't have many fibers, so that's why you are hungry after 2 hours again.
Mhm.
So with our products, the stomach is more filled and you do not get hungry.
And last but not least,
the carbs. Yeah, so it's 45 grams around for a sandwich and only 14 grams. So 3 times less in our shakes. Just some examples to convince everybody how healthy our products are.
I have to be honest, I don't eat a sandwich anymore in the morning. No, I don't. I'm a true believer. I either have my shake in the morning or in the afternoon.
Honestly, when I came here, I prepared my sugar shake, put a little bit of banana inside, because I do not want to eat that early in the morning, and I take it at the side of my car and then drink it on the way.
I knew it was going to be hectic today, so I had my shake, and at 12:20,
Okay,
and I feel great.
okay, so it's
This is the new body mission.
This is our new body mission. This is how it looks like. This is the new design, and I wish you a very successful start into the year for sure, and also with our new body mission that you really convince a lot of people to do this healthy, assortment to lose weight.
You're all so quiet. Is that because you are? Okay, let's have a quick look at the recap video, but now with text and the original music.
Are you ready for LR Figure Active Next Level? Heavenly taste. Up to 80% less sugar. And up to 3 times more fiber. 100% vegan pleasure with protein from pea, chickpea, field bean, and soy. Natural aromas only. Sweetened with stevia. Free from palm oil, lactose, gluten, flavor enhancers, and artificial colorants. Better than ever before. Experience your feel-good body. Start now. LR Figure Active. LR Health and Beauty. More quality for your life.
Uta, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm applause to Uta now. Thank you, Uta. So, of course,